my Stern family so much.
Stern is Stern because of its students.
Sternies, we always got each other's back.
I just am so thankful for the opportunity to have Stern as a life experience.
It was one of my best decisions I have ever made to come to Stern.
Upon leaving NYU for undergrad, I knew I would ultimately come back to get my MBA at Stern.
I knew that I could come here and be myself. I didn't have to change anything about who I am. I could be me.
I chose Stern because Stern chose me.
I've come to appreciate Sternies as just really smart, capable people who are also caring.
What surprised me most about Stern is how much New York City is part of the experience.
Doing an MBA in New York is like being in one giant episode of Magic School Bus or something, because you're reading about all these business concepts and companies in the classroom, but then you often have the opportunity to walk off campus and into these situations.
And there's just something special about New York City. There's the Stern bubble that thrives on the city's energy.
New York has everything for everyone that I don't even know where to begin. I would say the city has so much to offer that one lifetime is not enough.
If I had to describe my classmates in one word, it would be fun.
Well-rounded.
Unstoppable.
Thoughtful.
Tenacious.
Resilient.
Caring.
Family.
Selfless. I've never been to a place where people have been more open to helping no matter what.
Most important thing I've learned at Stern, EQ, EQ, EQ.
All of my Stern friends are super amazing, talented, independent people who, despite having their own unique lives, always make time for each other.
The community has just really been supportive. They've been there for me any moment that I need any help. And I've also learned to ask for help because the community has been so willing to give it.
The most important thing that I learned at Stern was to be bold and to not let your fears and anxieties prevent you from executing or sharing your ideas.
During my tenure here as a student, I witnessed over and over again my peers combining their strengths to accomplish some very amazing things.
An example of how professors bring in real-world examples is Greg Coleman. Every week, he brings incredible speakers, every single week. And these are top business leaders from his personal network, people like the current CEO and founder of BuzzFeed, and show their seed presentation deck. He also brought in the president of CNN.
I believe that I've had the privilege of meeting the most amazing, diverse group of people and making lifelong friends.
I'm put in realistic teams of what today's world looks like. This can better help me understand some of the concerns that people from different backgrounds might have that I otherwise wouldn't have thought of. And this is the reality of the workplace today.
I think that captures the magic of Stern. You're going to school in this sort of mini UN environment, and these people are so cosmopolitan and so willing to share their perspective that all you have to do is be open, and you can kind of learn from these people without even knowing it.
So when I think about the Stern community, I'm just inspired.
My favorite Stern professor, I have a couple. First, I have to give my shout out to Dolly Chugg.
She's not only a great role model in what she teaches in the classroom in terms of management and leadership, but she's also a great mentor and coach outside of the classroom.
My favorite course at Stern was valuation by Professor Damodran. Every class you learn a new skill that you can go back and apply in the real world.
Professor Sonia Marciano, for a variety of reasons, for her brilliance, her experience, honestly just her telling it like it is.
I'd say my favorite professor was Glenn Oken. His classes on entrepreneurship and managing growing companies really spoke to me, and really gonna miss those classes.
My favorite Stern professor is Fran Gormley. She teaches brand strategy and branding innovation and consulting lab. She empowered me, inspired me to own exactly who I am.
One of my favorite professors at Stern is Professor Rich Hendler.
He's just such a joy to be around.
Professor Nate Pettit and his leadership and organizations class.
I think one of the most valuable lessons I learned from him and his class was thinking about what kind of a leader I want to be when I'm in a position to lead a team or an organization.
You can't talk about business school without talking about traveling.
I went on a trip to New Zealand. They were wonderful opportunities to meet other Sternies.
I also traveled as part of my Stern experience on a DBI to South Africa. It was an opportunity to really learn in a new and different environment.
There were a lot of people that I got to know on the DBI, and it gave me an appreciation for the diversity within our community, and the fact that we get to take classes with Lancome students. Like, that was a huge plus for me.
One of my favorite experiences at Stern is the DBI course to Australia.
Together we went to climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which was a great experience.
I got to walk in silk manufacturers in Italy, and I got to be in some of the biggest boardrooms in Paris. And whenever would I have gotten the chance to do that had it not been for the travel opportunities that Stern gave me?
What will I miss most about Stern? Definitely the people.
The people.
The people.
The people. Specifically, I'm gonna miss all my fashion and luxury people and the best summer I have ever had with all of you guys.
What I'll miss most at Stern, it's really the incredible variety of each day.
A lot of the social aspects I'm going to miss the most because you're around people that you really genuinely care about.
I loved Passport Day.
Passport Day to me is one of the most beautiful things about business school. We dance, we sing, and we celebrate who people are. That's one of the places that I feel that we would never be able to do without our international perspective.
What inspired me most during my time at Stern was how much everybody celebrated each other's successes.
It's been the most fulfilling experience of my professional and my educational career, and the things that I have now been set up to do in my future are unparalleled, and I really do credit this program for opening up those doors and for offering me that experience.
My favorite Stern memory has to be the first time I went on the fall retreat. Retreat is a reminder for us that we can still have fun and are still children at heart.
We're about 30 of us dressed up as minions from Despicable Me for a dinner party.
The friendships that I formed while here at Stern, honestly, I wasn't expecting how strong these friendships would be.
I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Change. Drive it. Because this school and program have prepared us to be leaders.
There's also great opportunity in change.
Change. Be prepared for it because it is inevitable.
Become the change you want to see in this world.
The friends I've made here are people that I feel like I've really grown with, and are people that I will want to hold on to for forever if I can. And I feel enormously lucky to have built the relationships that I've had here.
Some people just have these amazing stories to tell of perseverance, grit, and determination. So those are without a doubt the people who've inspired me the most.
So when I think about some of the really pressing problems our world faces, I have hope because I know that our student body and who are soon going to be alumni are going to go out and tackle all of those really big, messy problems.
I couldn't have asked for a better set of cohort mates, a better set of classmates, a better set of just people to learn with on a daily basis. So a huge thank you to my classmates.
At the end of the day, really, it's you guys. It's the class of 2020. You guys opened me up to new ways of thinking. You lifted me up when I needed it the most. You challenged me to be the best version of myself. And you showed me how to close the gap between what is and what could be.
The Stern community's response to the COVID-19 pandemic is a great example of how we're agile and resilient.
Having the courage to face a challenge is the first step to overcoming it.
The student body has really not only risen to the challenge, but is taking an active role in making sure everybody else in the community feels uplifted.
The situation we're currently in with the COVID pandemic really is showing how strong this community is.
I was truly impressed by the speed at which our classes were converted to an online format, as well as the dedication our professors made to keep the classes interactive despite being virtual.
If all of us do our part, we'll survive this and come out stronger at the other end of it.
I'm sending my best wishes to you guys and your families. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home.
Honestly, the most important thing to us is the safety and security of our Stern community.
We came into this journey with enthusiasm and idealism, and we're now leaving with a sense of perspective and accomplishment. I can't think of a better place to have spent the last 2 years, and thank you, Stern, for being such a wonderful business school, community, and home.
Congratulations, Stern Class of 2020, and especially my MS in Accounting cohort.
Congratulations, Class of 2020. You did it.
Congrats to the Class of 2020. I cannot believe how fast 2 years and 9 months go by, and I must say I will miss every second of this experience, and it would not have been as special if it wasn't for the truly amazing people I met along the way.
Congratulations to the Class of 2020 at NYU Stern, especially to my tech MBAs. I am excited to see everything you'll accomplish in the future.
Congratulations, y'all. Even though we aren't together, we were all still able to finish our degrees, and I'm so proud of everybody and the next steps we're going to be taking.
Congratulations, Class of 2020. We made it.
Take a minute to acknowledge this accomplishment because it's certainly not a small one. The world of opportunities is ahead of you, so make the most of it.
Congratulations, Stern Class of 2020! We made it!
Congratulations on finishing this epic chapter. What a group. I mean, I cannot wait to see where we all end up. Best of luck to everybody and take care.
Hey! We did it! Congrats 2020!